What's up, everybody? Mike here. In this video, I want to go over some details about Persona 3 Reload before you buy the game. I think you should know, just so you're aware of it and you're prepared for this game and how big this game is going to be for you to get into if you're a first-time player into the series, never played any of the games before. And with that said, Persona in general, has been a revered franchise with its consistency and great quality of games over the years. And with Persona 5 pushing the series into being more mainstream than ever, making it more popular, it's not too surprising we are getting a remake to Persona 3 in the form of Persona 3 Reload. Now, don't get me wrong, Persona 3, much like for Fallout 3, for the Fallout franchise, pushed the series a bit more into the limelight, but not as much as Persona 5 did, in my opinion. But for many, Persona 3 is the very first game in the franchise that they played. This is releasing later this week on February 2nd, which is a Friday, and it will be a premium price of $70. But will also be available on Xbox Game Pass for both PC and console for those of you who wish to save some money for any reason, such as if you never played this game or the series and hesitant about paying full price. I know me personally, I'm going to take advantage of that because I love gaming on a budget. Sure, may I pick it up later to own later on in the future? Yeah, when it's discounted, but if it's going to be on Game Pass, for me personally, hey, that saves me money. I'm going to try it on Game Pass first. This is a ground-up remake with a ton of content to go over, so let's get started. The game has a visual overall with its aesthetics on character designs and sprites, the map model, and its contents. Now, this next part will upset some or many of you, and that is there is no FES content in this remake and no female character route that was available in the P3 portable version. I can easily see Sega doing an enhanced version of this remake in the future of some kind, with additional content, just like they did with Persona 5 in the form of Persona 5 Royal and Persona 4 with Persona 4 Golden. If you've played any of the previous games, you kind of know what to expect, with part of the game being about character bonding, dungeon crawling, turn-based combat, and your day-to-day school life, including interactions with various characters. This all helps with player engagement because these games are usually 80, if not 100 plus hour-long games, and some people might get bored at certain points if there's not enough to do. Luckily, the narratives of these games are usually just fantastic. The remake includes newly arranged music and original compositions that are going to be available as well. All party members can wear customized equipment, have different victory poses, and their own finishing touch with the all-out attack. The game has been localized in 13 different languages, and frame rate has been improved from the original 30 frames per second to the beloved 60 frames per second, with resolution going as high as 4K. New side stories in the form of Link Up has been added for certain characters separate from the social link mechanic. These events are not just held with members of the party, but also miscellaneous characters. They are only available during certain periods of the story, and watching specific Link episodes will reward you with stat boosts and unlock special recipes for fusions. Various activity requirements have been added as well, and pre-existing social mechanics have been tweaked. An online network feature has been added, taking the feature from Persona 5 basically and adding it in here so you can review statistics of what majority of players did, and this will help with answering questions in your classes and more, like in Persona 5. I like this feature a lot, honestly, because as you don't have to follow it whatsoever, it's just nice to see what other players have done with their decision making in the game. So that we can, if you want to go with the majority vote, in a sense, go for it, or what they do with their spare time, the characters are bonding. That's up to you, or you can just do something opposite, or just a mix of both. New combat mechanics have been added as well. There's a new mechanic where combatants can perform special attacks by filling up a gauge using actions, depending on the party member's personality. A new mechanic called Shift, similar to Baton Pass in Persona 5, has been introduced. Other combat details have been tweaked in various ways as well, like map and dungeon improvements. The main character can dash now while exploring dungeons. An auto recovery feature is included as well. New personas have been added. Velvet Room mechanics have been adjusted and more modernized. Almost all social link events are fully voiced and have been given new voice actors as well. So that's all sounds wonderful and cool from like a gameplay, feature, mechanics, and how structure is going to be from the gameplay aspects and how they improve things there. But for, some background on the story here, for those that don't know, let's touch on this. Step into the shoes of a transfer student thrust into an unexpected fate when entering the hour hidden between one day and the next. awaken an incredible power, and chase the mysteries of the Dark Hour. Fight for your friends and leave a mark on their memories forever. Persona 3 Reload is a captivating reimagining of the genre-defining RPG reborn for the modern era. Experience the pivotal game of the Persona series faithfully remade with cutting-edge graphics, modernized quality of life features, and signature stylish UI. You'll be able to fully immerse yourself in an emotional, gripping journey with new scenes, character interactions, and additional voiceover, which I kind of touched on before already. You choose how to meaningfully spend it each day through various activities, from exploring the port island to forging genuine bonds with beloved characters. And you'll build and command your optimal team to take down otherworldly shadows and climb closer to the truth. As far as the different editions, that's going to be coming out for this game, there's the standard, there's a digital deluxe, there's a digital premium, all offering different stuff here. And just to be clear, this game is going to be coming to both Steam as well as Xbox consoles of Xbox One, Xbox X, and Series S, PS4, PS5. And like I said earlier, it's going to be available on Game Pass, both on PC and console, if you want to go that route and play it that way. As far as the, different editions here, your digital standard is going to include the base game. You got some BGM set pre-order bonus for it as well. That's P4 Golden BGM. The digital deluxe will have those two, but also digital art book and digital soundtrack. And then the digital premium will have an additional DLC, Persona 3 Reload DLC pack. And not too much is known about that as of right now, other than there is going to be like a bunch of costume related stuff, or even Persona 5 personas in there. So it seems like there's a lot of costume stuff from like P4 Golden, Persona 5 Royal that's going to be in there for characters, as well as some personas from each game. So that about wraps it up for what I want to talk about with you guys and let you guys know about. Are you excited for this game? Is this something you're going to buy day one, or at least play through Game Pass day one? I know there's a lot of games that's been dropping lately or about to drop. We recently just had Tekken 8. We had Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, which I'm personally still working on. Let's see, we also got Granblue Fantasy Relink, dropping this week, and already has for PlayStation people. And we still got more good games coming out soon in February. So let me know. Are you excited about this? Are you a first-time player in this series? Are you a veteran and can't wait to jump back into this universe? Love to hear from you. And hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop a like, subscribe. My name's Mike. I'll see you next time.